Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Repentance, where today it is time for Tainted Lazarus. Probably Mega Satan. That's as far as I have thought this out. And hopefully it's gonna be okay. That is going to be the plan. I always kind of dread playing this character, and then suddenly the game slowed down a whole bunch. Not gonna question it. Golden Bomb at the start, though, that's not too bad. This is also a start. Yeah, we're just gonna take that on you. You'll have the health. I suppose you have more use for red hearts regardless, so that's pretty nice. We cannot immediately bomb our way into the curse room, but maybe later. I will just waste my bombs all over the place to try and get anything going. Since we can. Might as well look for crawl spaces, actually. It would be nice to get boss rush out of the way, but I will probably just play this nice and slow. And we'll see if we can make anything happen here. As long as we can make any progress, I'm honestly fairly satisfied. There we go. Another boss defeated. We get a whole bunch of regular bombs for our collection. Sinus infection, I feel, is going to help out a lot, so that is just lovely. But also infinite bombs on the first floor. It's just a pretty nice way to get stuff, usually. I will wait with these pots just a moment until all the enemies are dead, so if there's a bunch of spiders inside, we can just leave the room. And then maybe we can just make a whole bunch of money. There's the spiders. That's fine. I suppose with the Yum Heart, it is a little bit tempting to go into the curse room as well. But I don't know. I don't know, you know? I don't know. I haven't fully decided yet. There's a secret room. I'm just gonna check it out. If there's no item inside, that's fine. That's a devil deal. That is not what we're looking for. That is absolutely not what we're looking for in a run that's trying to go to Mega Satan. But, you know, that probably reduced our Angel Room chances a little bit, so that's gonna be something. Hopefully that's not gonna get in the way. I'd really appreciate it if the game would be nice in that regard, but if not, then we'll just, oh, that's nice. I suppose it's a little nice at the end of the day. What is that? I think that's red candle. Oh. I would like to have red candle on the other character, since then they both have an active item, and that's just swell. That would just be really neato burrito if I had to give it any more great descriptions of how great that would be. That would actually be really useful. But also PhD on the other one. Like, having this character have PhD just seems really nice, because then it just seems a little bit safer at the end of the time. Haven't seen any tinted rocks yet, but it is dark, so it is honestly fairly difficult to tell what is going on most of the time. And there is the boss. The boss is not going to have any items behind its item pedestal, so we'll just use flip to get our shop item. That quarter was really nice. Definitely don't mind it. It also makes it less interesting to bomb certain things here. Speed down, but probably not on the other character. Makes it less interesting to bomb more pots because we're not going to get any more quarters. I mean, we might get like normal good coins, I suppose, but that's really the best thing that we will be able to get out of that, so a little bit less tempted. Hopefully the super secret room is here. I'm kind of done with this floor. I don't really want to spend too much more time here. I will just quickly check out two more places, because it's realistically the only places where it can feasibly be, I feel. Unless it's in the top. There we go. Okay, we're gonna go back for that. Wait, can I see what pills they are, even though the other character has PhD? Luck up, something's wrong, tears down. God, the pill pool for this character is terrible, but with PhD, that is a decent tears up, I think, so I don't mind it. I will take the luck up on this character, since I'm assuming sinus infection gets boosted by that, but I'm not sure. And I unfortunately do need to... I have good active items right now, and I don't really want to get rid of either of them, so we're just going to do that. Growth hormones, not bad. Both characters are alright. I mean, this one probably a little bit more alright than the other one, given that the other one only has sinus infection, but that's still not a bad item. Telepil, something's wrong, speed up, tears up, and more tears up. Look at that. Even with a bad pill pool, we can have some good stuff here. So this one's pretty much already good to go. The other one needs a little bit more work, but hopefully we can get that on the following floors. I don't have a lot of protection on this character. Like, I have Yum Heart, obviously, but I don't have Soul Hearts at all, and that worries me a little bit. We'll just play this for a minute. Play the Yum Heart as well. Just try to get a bunch more money. God, this character's so quick right now as well. I mean, it would be really nice if we could get Boss Rush out of the way, but I'm really not expecting it. I'm not really expecting it with any run as this character, I suppose, just because it is a bit of a mess to play quickly, but it would still just be really nice. But unless we get Malmig, I'm not really seeing it happen, I feel, but maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm underestimating this character's speediness. And that would be lovely. Not a secret room, unfortunate. I mean, it wasn't exactly guaranteed, I suppose, since we hadn't explored everything else yet, but the room layout seemed like it was lending itself to some good times. Unfortunately, it was not to be. At least we're getting the slightly more difficult rooms as characters with a soul heart, so that's pretty nice. Fruitcake and the other one, I think I want to have Fruitcake on the other one, actually, on the other character, so I'm just gonna see if we can make that happen. Placebo and bleh. But a soul heart nonetheless, and I don't mind that. Placebo is actually really nice on this. I don't really care about Alabaster Box or the Yum Heart, if I'm being honest. So I don't mind that. And there might be a super secret room over here. Alright. No. Wow. I am off my guessing game right now, but we have plenty of bombs, so it's fine. I don't really care about that too much, but I mean, that's fine. I don't really need Yum Heart, but I will just destroy you. With the little flame that I have. I don't know where my regular secret room is either, actually. A lot of places where it's not. Like it's not in the bottom of this room, because it just feasibly cannot be, but I guess that might be a secret room or a super secret, hard to tell. A lot of money, this seed. Oh, that's super secret. And a Ragman. A single bomb does decent work with that, so that's nice. Death card. What was that pill again? Another Tears Up.
Tears
I recall that pill not being great, but I might be misremembering. Not sure why I used the Tears Up immediately when I had Placebo, but I probably had a very good reason. Maybe I just didn't want infinite Tears Up for this run, you know? I've made my choice. And it was the excellent choice, the perfect choice that could be made. Pin is fairly weak to candles, but also to just suddenly being really dead, so that's good stuff. And let's move on. We're just gonna keep it going. I kinda really hope that even though we went to the Devil D on the first floor, we still get good Angel Room chances on the next floor, but I'm fairly sure that's not how it works. No. So we're just gonna have to keep running for it, but again, it just motivates a little bit more to go for speediness, so we can maybe do the boss rush instead. I am a little bit concerned about the whole not ever being able to see my health, but as long as I never die or get hit, it doesn't matter. So that's just the strat we're going to use for this run. Pretty fly. We'll actually just use Placebo for that and keep that pill for a while. I mean, we had Telepills for a bit there, but clearly I wasn't really using it. I wouldn't mind some health either, actually. I haven't really seen health this run yet, except for that one soul heart that I bought in the shop, which is not bad, but I'd like a little bit more, please. It would make me feel a little bit more secure for sure. High Priestess can take care of a boss fairly easily, so I'm hoping that we're able to use that on that. There's a decent chance I will not remember that I have it during a boss fight, but not impossible. That I will remember, and that is going to be the dream. There we go. Gimpy's pretty good. The other one, not so much. That's also just nice, I guess. I'm gonna do that. I don't really care about the lemonade, but I will take Gimpy because I feel like that's just a lot of extra safety there. That was a good candle. A solid use. Come on. There you go. That was a better candle. One that actually does something. My favorite kind of candles. This character's tear rate is abysmal. I really hope that we can find some tear rate for that character. Red stew is fun. Yeah, I'll just take that. Probably could have gotten the pickaxe there as well, but I'm in a rush. I'm getting pretty much all the good items on one character, and I kind of hope we can limit that a little bit, but I think that red stew is going to speed up the process a little bit more, and I think that's just going to be really useful. Sure, I guess. I did kind of forget to blow up the shopkeeper, unfortunately, but with these odds it tends to not matter too much, and I'm just going to hope that's true this time around as well. Dealing with the moving one first, because it scares me. Now he is scared of me, so that's exciting. Nice change of dynamic. Let us move on. Pestilence don't have the thing. Don't have the High Priestess card, but we do have Red Stew, so honestly that is a pretty good substitute. That is perfection because we have not been taking damage. Yeah, let's just move on. This isn't exactly the kind of build that you want to do boss rush with, because we have nothing, but I mean, it might still work out. We have 2 hearts on this character. I really need to get some health on this character. I think I've gotten all the health on my other character so far. I haven't really been properly moving the health around between the two, unfortunately. Could have probably used High Priestess on this, actually, thinking about it. But it's fine. Oop, that's another pretty flying. Let's just use the third one. Because why not? 2 golden chests. We'll actually try that. I'm just gonna save that for the other one. I'm gonna save that for the other one too. That is 2 very good golden chests, and I do not mind that. Getting a speed up, or a damage up, and a tier 8 up on this character is just lovely, because he was lacking in pretty much everything. I mean, the damage is still fairly limited on the other one as well, admittedly, but it's not terrible. Emperor card. Once again, that can just be very useful if we want to try to make it to boss rush in time. I'm happy that we're the quick character for this room, because quite frankly, it's a bit scary. I should actually take that on a character with no trinket. So far so good, but except for the whole health thing, I suppose, but other than that, oh god, and of course when we teleport an enemy by accident because of fruitcake, that's always a good time, but other than that, we're good. I don't really want to go into that room with 2 keys. There is more keys on this floor. And truth be told, I am a little bit tempted to try and get those keys. But not too much. Forget me now or the pencil. I'm going to leave that there for now, but I do kind of want to have the pencil on someone since it is decent. Didn't know these enemies appeared on this floor. I thought they were exclusive to the other direction, but fair enough, I guess. It's not the worst thing in the world, and not the scariest enemies ever made, but still, it's surprising to see them there, I guess. Habit is... What did I just do? I don't know what I just did, but I exploded and I didn't intend to. I'm gonna blow this up. I don't know what the item behind it is. Is that the pickaxe again? Oh, it might actually be, yeah. Yeah, it is. Fair enough, I suppose. There is a gulp pill there as well, which was a little bit tempting for sure. But we're just gonna have to make do. I really hope we find some health somewhere. This is getting a little bit nightmarish, but... if we don't, we don't, but it would just be really nice, you know. Oh, yeah. Let's just take that on the other character, because really, he needs it. Let's just take every golden chest item on one character, since apparently it's the only way that we can get health, and also every golden chest seems to have an item inside it, so that's also just a really good deal. God, this character's movement speed is so rough compared to the other one. It's a shame that pills are going to be bad on this character when they're so good on the other one. Once again, don't have the High Priestess card on this character, but I mean, what are you going to do? He at least drops the little hearts. It's the nice champion that dies fairly quickly usually. We'll just use 2 bombs. Mustn't use one more because if we do get an angel room, then I want to have a bomb available for that. Trying to go fast, but simultaneously trying to go for Mega Satan is always a good combination. But again, we might just get a devil deal here due to the fact that we got that early devil deal, and that just did not help our odds. Angel room, very good. Godhead and flight, I mean, yeah. Let's just put that on you, I suppose. Let's actually flip around. So we can have flight on a character as well, but that certainly made that character a lot better, I would say. Also, flight plus, or Godhead plus sinus infection keeps the tier there? That's an interesting combination that I was not aware of. But I certainly do not mind it. That is very powerful. We're making decent progress here. We're at 13 minutes depths. It's a little slower than I would like, but certainly not the worst. We have significantly sped up our progress here as this character. I will just save that last enemy for when we go here, because otherwise we have to exit and restart to get out of that horrible place without flight. That one's surprisingly okay. I don't like that we're getting a curse every floor. I'm kind of sick of that, because we've had a lot of curse of not seeing our health, and then suddenly it's curse of not being able to see anything anymore because it's too damn dark. So I would appreciate it if that stopped. I will actually fight the boss real quick, even though we haven't destroyed a shopkeeper or anything just because we can use the High Priestess card here. I kind of just want to have it used. That's another devil deal, which I guess I might as well check. Yeah, it's... Oh, that's actually pretty good. Duality. So let's take that. Let's take that. And a little tempted by that, but not that much actually. Yeah, let's just save it like this and flip. So because of duality, we are going to get the choice between a devil deal and an angel room, provided we do not like take red heart damage and all that, but that's looking pretty good. Our health situation suddenly became a lot better. And if we do the floors right, then we should have a 100% chance of an angel room in the womb as well, I do believe. So we are basically guaranteed that, so that's good. You will get that. I also have that Emperor card, so if need be, I can quickly use that Emperor card at the end of the next, or the start of the next floor, to unfortunately skip on an item room, but we will be then able to do the boss rush, which is just lovely. It's not... I have a really good build on one character and one that is like not great on this one, unfortunately. So that worries me a little bit for sure, but maybe we can switch that around in the item room as well. But this character is just destroying worlds. And that is what's concerning me a little bit here, but... Because this one definitely is not. Scapular. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not going to help me out too much, unfortunately. Whereas that doesn't help me that much out either, and I don't have money for it. So, yeah, not great. I will just get it, I suppose. Mostly... for a couple reasons, realistically. One is that this character's quicker, and then as such I can just go back to where I need to be, which is the next floor quicker that way. But also it's just an extra item, isn't it? Scapula's not like terrible. Kind of was hoping I could get out of that without taking damage, but fair enough. Habit also charges flip a little bit more, so we get a little bit more progress towards being able to flip again on the next floor. Should have been able to get that key earlier, unfortunately, but fair enough. And just a bunch of stuff. I mean, health-wise, we're more okay than we were, so that's good. I'm a little concerned about many things. But I think if I find the boss room naturally, I will just go in there immediately. There's a little bit the plan of action here. Gimpy dropping a lot of red hearts. And... oh, right, the Eternal Heart, that makes sense. Polished Bone, I guess I should have picked that up rather than just not doing that, but fair enough, it's fine. Don't love this room when your character doesn't really deal damage. And also I have to end above the floor so I don't accidentally... I mean, it doesn't really matter if I have to end and continue the run to get back to the door, I suppose. It's not like the worst thing in the world, but it's just... why not try to avoid it, you know? God, I should not have gone in there with this character. It's just not a very quick room. when you don't have that much damage, and the other one would have definitely been able to deal with this a lot better, but I feel like I have to go in this direction, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm a little bit in two minds. I kind of want to just use the Emperor card, and I think I probably should. So I think after the next room I just will. Because I want to have flip available in case we get like Angel Room. That's a shop. Well, let's just go. I'd love to be able to do boss rush on this run because it's just one of those nightmares, you know? And I do feel like at least one of the two has a build that can deal with it. And I think that's important enough. If we do get an Angel Room, that would be really nice, obviously. We do have a bomb for it. Unfortunately, Mom's foot is not cooperating here. It is a champion, but I'd like it if she used her eye and just attacked a little bit more frequently. I'm gonna use the meat cube a little bit here, even though I'm not great at it. It's not really working out, is it? Keep taking damage. Alright, there was a lot of health wasted, but I really just want to have a little bit more time available here in case we do get an Angel Room to open up. Because I do value Mega Satan, even now, a little bit more than the boss rush. Yep. That's a sword. I will actually take that on the other one. Whoops. I'm also gonna take some of the health on the other character. There we go. Health, health. That. The sword is just lovely. Don't mind that at all. Quickly just blow these up for good measure. But we got a lot of health out of that. That was really lucky. Do that. We haven't really done anything as these characters yet, so what are we doing? What are we doing? Polaroid or negative? I don't mind either, actually. Especially since with the devil deal that we can get, we might be able to get rid of that last red heart. And that would make it really good. Yeah, I have plenty of damage on this character, so I'm actually just gonna go to the chest, I think. Okay. Let me just think. Oh god. I don't have flip, so I can't take a thing on the other character. Like, the C-section's right there, you know? C-section Godhead, I assume, is basically just God mode. I kinda wish I could get it on the other character. What are the other items? I mean, yeah. You know, why even think about this? Because this is just gonna be silly. I guess I might have been able to get C-section on the other character with, what is it? With habit. But, you know, I don't want to waste that much health because it would be against, like, spikes all the time, and that's just not great, but I think we're gonna be fine. Like, in terms of beating boss rush, I think we're gonna be okay here. Just because this is ridiculous. Got so many spiders and flies suddenly as well. They disappeared, unfortunately. They don't stay on both characters. That's death. Let's deal with that first. But also the sword on the other character. I keep getting builds with this, with Tainted Lazarus that are just silly. Because quite frankly, this is a fairly incredible build. But it's fairly incredible on both of them. But the sword is also just, it takes some getting used to for sure. Not everyone loves the sword, but I really do like it. It's so much damage. But then you have C-section on the other one, and that... I mean, comparatively, C-section is just the better build out of the two. Don't like that skull being there. Or there, there's two skulls, are you serious? Don't like that. We are taking a decent chunk of damage here, admittedly, but... I'm hoping that we can stop doing that. Some of these tears are just so silly. It's hard to be positive about the build that has the sword when the other build is just ridiculous. But at the same time, I don't mind it because it means we have some attack power on both of them. This should be able to deal with Hush, actually, if we can get through the room quick enough. I'm a little bit worried that we will not be able to. But it would be nice. I kind of want to get the Robo Baby, but at the same time, I don't care that much. One of the C-section, or one of the tears just stuck to the enemy somehow, which is interesting because I figured that wouldn't happen when we switched between the two Lazaruses, but fair enough, I guess. Let's keep this going. Wave 12 out of 15. I mean, boss rush is basically guaranteed at this point, so that's lovely. If we have to do Hush a later time, I also do not mind that much, I suppose, since the nice thing about Hush is that you're not dealing with waves, so you can just pick on, like, just pick the best character and do it. Whereas with boss rush, you really do need to have a good build on both characters, so it's just really nice to get this out of the way. Some of these favors are just going as well. 2 more. I guess, I don't know if the last item actually gives you a flip item or not. We're gonna find out in a minute, I guess. There we go. I mean, if we could do Delirium with this, I actually kind of would be tempted. I probably want to do... If we can make it to Hush, I might actually just go straight for Delirium, because I really wouldn't mind just getting that done. Because the unlock for doing Delirium is just really nice. We haven't done it yet, just making sure. Not sure why I would have done Delirium already at this stage, I guess, but... you know, life works in mysterious ways. But let's just make a run for it. It would be really nice if we could get Hush at least, though. But we need a kind of lucky womb, since womb can just be massive and irritating. If we just get 2 really large and unfortunate direction floors, like as it seems to be right now, then yeah, we're just not going to be in time. But at the end of the day, we still did boss rush. So overall, I already cannot complain with how this run went. We'll actually take the health on the other character, since he is being a little bit low on health right now. Plus, it doesn't take too long to get back anymore, anyway. Character has flight as well, so rocks aren't that big of a deal. Oh, that's good. That's a good way to instantly lose that health. Didn't think that he would hit me with that, actually, but fair enough. Come on. But yeah, these kind of floors where every direction you go into is the wrong one, it's just not great, is it? Well, though if we stick to the bigger rooms as much as we can, then we usually will just be going in the right direction all the time. Really, it's champion. And I'm hoping that's going to be the case here today as well. I'm really in 2 minds about it, because I also just really would like to get Mega Satan done, and we could technically get the lucky odds of just getting both Mega Satan and Delirium done with a lucky Delirium portal, but certainly not guaranteed. If only it was. I mean, admittedly, there is mods to make Delirium appear every single time in Mega Satan as well, but the unfortunate thing is that when you have that, I think it breaks your Mega Satan unlocks for reasons that are technical and difficult to explain, so yeah. There is the first womb boss at least, so that is good. What do we got? Bloats. That's fine. With a sword especially, he dies very quickly. 5 minutes for 1 floor, that is a pretty good deal actually, so I think we should be fine to reach Hush at least. Hopefully we can get 1 more Angel Room or Devil Deal. We didn't get a Scarred Womb, so that's really nice. This is unfortunately a little bit of an awkward layout, judging from the first room already. Mostly because it's just big rooms going into big rooms, and that can sort of make navigating a little bit more awkward in terms of what the longest route to any place is, since you generally have to travel as far away as possible from the starting room to reach your boss room. But if we can just keep getting big rooms, I suppose it's not too bad. Might as well use the placebo every now and then. There we go. Clears out a decent chunk of the room without me having to worry about scary things. Also kind of thought both of those would explode, but apparently one of them was slightly different from the other, and I genuinely didn't see it. I don't like this room, I'm just gonna leave. What a terrible room that is. I never want to see that again. But yeah, you get that. 2 dead ends right next to each other. Hopefully, nope, also not in this direction, unfortunately. It's not like we're clearing too slow either, but still, it would just, this is just awkward. Because it also kind of indicates that the rest of the floor is just going to be fairly large. If you can go that far and still reach a dead end, but hopefully our clear rate is good enough at the end of the day. I I'm surprised we didn't get hit by any of those tears, but we do have a lot of orbitals around that character. So that worked out. Another dead end in a big room. Are you serious? Get out of here. There's another big room in the top left there as well, and I'm really tempted to go there because I feel like that's probably going to be the right direction, but I mean, it hasn't really been working out so far, has it? Let's just use that. Do we really get anything out of Tears Up at this point? We are not really the character for that. Another Tears Up pill, sure. We'll also just take the Eternal Heart again. I guess that's Tears Up again, yeah. I wonder how that would work if you'd use it on the other character. Like, would he get the pill that the other one used, or will it just be the last pill that this character used? And it really makes life a lot more complicated when you have to take all of that into consideration. So, fortunately, I didn't experiment at all, and therefore we'll never know. There we go. Don't mind this not being the character to start the Hush fight, so it would be nice if we could just not get an Angel Room, not use Flip on anything, and live a good life. Didn't get one. Fair enough. I did ask for that. It's gonna be really awkward if I have to use Flip to get an item, because I don't really want to. Curse the Blind already does make that a lot less tempting, actually. There is a battery here, but yeah, I don't know what we're gonna get, unfortunately, so I'd rather not risk it. I guess that was to be expected. Yeah, Curse of the Blind. I'm a lot less tempted to just try and get a certain item now, so I think I'm just gonna fight Hush. I think it's the better way to do things right now. Especially with this build. I don't know if we switch between forms after the first and second phase, but if we do, I'm tempted to switch back immediately. Because I don't really want to do Hush with the sword, and I think this build is just incredible. Because look at this nonsense right here. Yeah, didn't switch. Alright, that's good. That's very good, actually. That certainly makes life a lot easier. Just gonna use the multidimensional baby as much as I can as well. I assume that's probably not a terrible idea. Can't really tell, honestly, if it is. They seem to have more or less still the same effects. I'm hoping it's just more damage. That's the boxing glove suddenly activating with the fruitcake there, but that's fine. But yeah, if we could... God. I don't know what to do. I really don't know if I want to go for Mega Satan or Delirium. Ordinarily, I have gone for Delirium in this situation as the Lost. So it wouldn't be too strange to do that with this character as well. God, look at that. Simultaneously, I do feel like this character is significantly better than the Lost, so there is that to consider. Obviously, you do need to be pretty lucky with the builds you get with this character, compared to the Lost, which is a weird comparison to make for sure, but I do think that because you effectively need to get two builds, that it is a little bit easier to get a decent build with the Lost because of that. But simultaneously, because you have two characters, you can get a decent enough build with one of them to fight Delirium with. And as long as you can reach Delirium, then it doesn't really matter too much. So I think I'm just going to go for Mega Satan and then just hope for the Delirium portal. This character is so slow. I'd really like to have a speed up, but... Like, as far as I know, Thunder Thighs might just be in the item room or something like that and just completely destroy my movement speed. So I cannot risk that with a movement speed of 0.9. So it's just unfortunate. Soul of Lazarus, I don't really recall being that good, but I mean, it's there, you know, so fair enough. I will just get some more health on you. That's why I saved it. Sun card. That's actually really nice on this character. So let's just take that. This was flame. What was the item that I... Oh, the pill bottle. Why did I take that? It doesn't matter. I don't really care about either of them, if I'm being honest. Another candle. Okay. Yeah, alright. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just gonna keep the placebo and move on. Onwards to Mega Satan against some of my better judgment, because I do think it's probably the better choice, and if we do get a Delirium portal, we can maybe get everything done. That would obviously be the best outcome of everything. Certainly not guaranteed, but if we could get that, I'd be very happy about it. Because the build certainly, on both sides, the build is incredible. So I'm definitely not too concerned about fighting Delirium with either character in this current state, provided I don't do that, of course. But with the Sun card especially, like that's a lot of extra defense right there. Definitely makes the run a lot more viable. We'll see. For now, let's move on. If we get a portal, we get a portal. If we don't get one, that's fine too, but it would just be preferable. Unless I just die, because I am taking a lot of damage as Sword Boy here. Spikes are still there. I will actually probably just pick up all the health on Sword Friend, because I think that one's just the most likely to take damage. Door stops pretty great. We can quickly check out some of these rooms to see if there are dead ends. This is just nothing. Alright. Just an empty room, and there you go. Tears up.
Tears up.
We're actually maxed out on tears on this character. That, I mean, for charges, it's pretty good, I guess. I should probably just switch to the other one. Why even bother to try to do this with a sword when this character's build is so powerful against bosses? Really is no good reason. I'm fairly sure that as long as one of the two characters have the Polaroid, your run doesn't end when you go into the chest, but I really hope I remembered that correctly. Because if not, I'm going to be real annoyed. God, I'm actually... You know what? I'm going to do one room. I'm going to do one room just so we're the character that has the Polaroid. This is not too bad anyway. The ghost is actually a little bit more worrying than I would have liked, because I wasn't quite ready for that, but also I forgot I had flight. It was just a big mess. Like, I'm fairly sure that if you jump into the chest, as long as one of the characters has Polaroid, you'll go to the next floor. But if that ended the run, I would have screamed. Because that would have been so frustrating to get such a good build on both characters and then to just lose it, you know? Lil Brim, Bozo, Guillotine, that thing right there. Guillotine actually would be pretty good right now because I don't need to aim. It's really the main thing. So I don't hate it. Yeah. Need to be careful with my aiming, of course, but other than that, that's alright. Bozo I'll take on the other one. Lil Brim probably on the other one as well. I wouldn't mind more tier 8 on this one, actually. Yeah. I don't know if that's a wise choice, but I think it's gonna work out overall. Just because Godhead, I think, deals fixed damage these days, so that's all fine. I probably want to get Lil Brim on the other one, actually, since he is just constantly charging anyway. Being able to leave a room with the doorstop is also just really nice, but probably mostly irrelevant on these floors, except when I'm this specific character, unfortunately. Unless I drop the doorstop every room. But that does sound more tedious than it's worth, especially when one of the characters kills everything really quickly. So it makes it a little bit less tempting. Was it also a speed up, that odd mushroom, actually? Because I am very fast suddenly. And if it is a speed up, then that was worth it alone. I just hadn't realized that that would be what's happening there. Interesting. That, yeah. In this specific situation where speed ups have just not existed that much, don't hate it. Whoops. Really didn't expect to be getting hit by some of these tiers when I have this many orbitals, but I mean, it is what it is. Having to mash with one character and charge with the other is a great dynamic. Ooh, these are both interesting, actually. This one's interesting just because I have a lot of money, but the other one's interesting because it can give me Polaroid. That's not that exciting, but... actually. Let's get some hearts on the floor. Maybe fly as well? Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. This should give me Polaroid, and then I can just keep giving him health without it costing me health, so that's lovely. Take that. Do that once again. Maybe get a Devil Deal item. Full card? I mean, full card's alright. I'm gonna just spend all my money on this. There we go. Let's see if we can get an item out of this. It is a shame that that's a tears down pill as this character. Curse of the Maze. Was there a luck up coin anywhere here? I don't think so, but that's fine. Can we get another half a heart? There we go. This is a strat right here. The old portable slot from a beggar strat. It's a classic, used frequently by many people, I'm sure. I am getting bored of it now, though, because this beggar is just not giving me any items. I don't really want to do it on this character because he has too much red health, but, you know, I should kill you last. Because that will give me a soul heart. Oh no. Well, that's what happens. That is what it is. I still got a soul heart, surprisingly, huh? I'll actually take that on you. There is the boss. Ooh, red heart. What do we do here? I don't really want to fight any bosses as this character ever. So let's just do one room real quick. Accidentally kill a whole bunch of enemies with my charge attack. Very nice. Wheel of Fortune. But first, I have a friend to visit. Because surely, with this many hearts on the floor... Nope. Really? This is ridiculous. I've given him so many hearts already and we're just getting nothing. Just gimme. Just gimme. Please. I just wish to have a cool devil deal item, please. And instead, I've given you 100 hearts. And that's what... I mean, I don't mind it on the other one, I guess, but it's probably not going to do anything. Is the thing. Fair enough. So much work. So much work to get that. Ah, well. Hello, Delirium. What a fun time to see you right here, right now. Now, admittedly, I should probably start the fight with this character, and then when I'm getting low on health, switch to the other one, but I don't want to. I think C-section is just gonna carry this. Alright, that's okay. Even with this trinket being what it is, yeah. Let's just go fight Mega Satan. I'm sure we can get another Delirium portal. Easy. I also, once again, don't remember if you switch between phases during this fight, but we're gonna find out. Either way, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Both builds are pretty good, so I feel fairly confident, like, regardless. But it would just be really nice if we could just do this for the remainder of the fight. It is just a lot easier than having to use a sword. It's such a good item. There's Death, who instantly got off his horse. Okay, we're not switching. That's good. Yeah, Mega Satan's pretty much guaranteed dead. I say it almost the start of the fight. So that's nice. I'd really like to get a Delirium portal, but I'm not liking these odds. I mean, it's like a 50% chance in that, so... We either get it or we don't. And normally, that's every 50% odds, I suppose, but this time it actually is. We either get it or we don't, unfortunately. Oh yeah, this apparently gives you triple shot and it turns you into the keeper visually. There's a lot of cards on the floor. I'm not sure how all those cards appear, but I guess Fruitcake had something to do with it. I'm not going to read what all those cards do. I'm just going to focus on the fight for now instead. I think that's the better call. Apparently I picked up half a heart somewhere along the line as well. That's all fine. The Hangman might actually just be good to use because it would give you triple shot, and I'm not sure how that would work specifically, but I think we have enough homing with C-section that everything would go towards him. I just don't want to experiment with nonsense right now and accidentally die to silliness. Because I'm pretty sure it turns you visually into the keeper, but it doesn't give you like coin health or anything like that. But I just don't want to find out when I'm in the middle of a Mega Satan fight because I don't want to accidentally panic and die. I accidentally created a hole there through the power of familiars. Please, 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 please! Oh my god. Alright. I guess that's fine. I kind of want to experiment with the Hangman card real quick. Alright, so we are the keeper right now. You can tell because we're swinging 3 times, and that means that we have triple shot with the sword specifically. It's just not very visible. I think the Sun card is better. Emperor is tempting. Everything else. What was the other one again? Devil and Hanged Man. Again. Just another Hanged Man card. Let's just do that. This is a hefty run. I really didn't... I mean, I always am very happy when we do get a Delirium Portal, when it actually works out. But I'm just surprised. I am just surprised. We got Mega Satan done, so I'm very happy with that. We got the wooden chest, which is actually really nice to have unlocked for when we're doing more Tainted Lost stuff, so I don't mind that at all. If we're fighting Delirium as well, I wouldn't mind being the sword character first. Just due to the fact that the sword character will... He has a Sun card, so it's just a lot of health, you know. So that would be lovely. Oh god, yep. I have Flight as this character as well, but somehow just didn't do it. didn't make the connection that I had Flight and I can just go over the rocks. Instead I panicked. Oh well. Cursed Skull is just a little bit too difficult to use. I mean, admittedly it's probably better than the trinket I have currently, but I'd rather not. Let's just move on. I kind of want to just enter the boss room the moment we find one, even if we don't know if it's Delirium or not, because I think that's... I don't know if that's smart, actually. I feel like that's gotten me killed in the past before as well, so I should probably just stop doing that. There we go. Carefully go towards the other hearts. I should probably just try to get as many items and hearts on the floor as possible. I'm just a little concerned. Like, I don't know why I'm concerned, but I think it's the sword character specifically that I'm just a little concerned about. Because it's very easy to just take a lot of damage and then just have a bad time actually fighting Delirium at the end. And that's why I just want to try it as quickly as possible so I can get it over with. But I don't think that's the right call. I should just be more patient. Because simultaneously, if we can just defeat Delirium this run, more or less guaranteed, I'm obviously going to be happier. Because I never want to do Delirium with this character. If I can help it. So, let's just take our time. No reason to rush things. Just be grateful for how just absolutely mind-bogglingly incredible this run is. Also, the unlock for doing Delirium as Tainted Lazarus is just so good. It's good on probably every character in the game, so it's... And that includes, like, regular Isaac, you know? It's such a strong item that you get out of it. Admittedly, with regular Isaac is D6, you can get, like, proper breaking runs going on, but... you get flip when you beat Delirium, I'm fairly sure, and that's just good on every character, because it doesn't even flip you between characters. It just gives you a second item to choose from on all the item pedestals where flip works, so it's just really, really strong. Also, don't mind seeing a boss room like this. Blue map, that's actually not too terrible. You know, it's obviously not that much, but still, it's pretty impossible to find item or secret rooms on this floor usually, so definitely don't mind it. There we go. Bunch of free bombs. Oh, we have a lot of bombs. Something's wrong. Gulp, pretty fly, range up. Nah. I'm a little curious what those pills are as the other character and if we can see it immediately. This can be Delirium, I think, from current floor layout wise. I would have loved to see a Balls of Steel pill. That's really the main thing that I was hoping for in that super secret room with all the pills inside it, but unfortunately was not to be. Cards, yeah. Wheel of Fortune, random dice room effect. Yeah, that seems like a good idea right now. Let's just accidentally reroll our whole build. You know, let's just get something terrible. Or get a Hierophant card. Just gonna leave those on the floor, because I think I want to have them as the other character. I'd like to have just as much health on the other character as possible, I think. Oh god, that's a big one. I'm surprised that the bomb did not hit that tinted rock, but sure, I guess. I'm actually just gonna fill up on health on this character, I think. I'd really like to have that. And I think I'm gonna try to see if that boss is delirium, since we do have this much health, because I think this is fine. If that is delirium, we pretty much guarantee win with this much health. We won't have Polaroid, unfortunately, but that's fine. Unfortunately, it was Daddy Longlegs in a kind of dark room, which makes the shadows a little bit difficult to see. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't really matter on either character, I suppose. But yeah, full health characters against Delirium, especially with C-Section Godhead of all things. It's pretty great. Admittedly, I think I can just use the Emperor card and it would just take me to Delirium, I think. Or it crashes the game. It's one or the other. I feel like both have happened in the past regarding teleportation items on the Delirium floor, so who knows at this point, but opinions are mixed. I actually don't mind Guillotine with C-Section, I'm realizing. Like, I was already kind of expecting that to be the case, but I'm happy to have that verified because it is about as, well, exactly as strong as you'd expect, really. It is just really, really nice to have extra damage and not have to worry about the whole hitbox thing or where you have to aim and all that stuff. So yeah, it's just pretty much the best of all worlds. I'm gonna... what card do I have full? Oh, I have full card. I could just teleport out if I really wanted to. But I probably want to have the strength card instead. Did I just run into a fire? I took damage from something and I really don't know what it was. There we are. Yeah, I'm gonna take the strength card, I think. I think that's probably the better choice since all that extra damage is only gonna be nice. Again, I think if it goes up and to the right, this could be Delirium. But it's Blue Baby. It's a Blue Baby, but that's fine, I guess. We are a character that's good against bosses. Sure. I mean, the items we're getting now are pretty much garbage, but it doesn't really matter that much. But I'd just like to find Delirium at this point, since one of my characters does have a lot of health right now. And it would just be very, very nice. Admittedly, some of these rooms are not too bad, I suppose, since basement enemies... You'd expect basement enemies to die fairly quickly, but it actually went a lot slower than I expected. Fair enough, I suppose. If I have C-Section, I should be able to just hang out here. I feel like one enemy just went through the wall, but maybe I didn't see that properly. I assume I didn't. But it did just look odd. Looked like he flew into the wall and then just kept going. He probably just died instead, but yeah. There's a second sun card there, and I'm honestly very tempted to use it for mapping purposes. But let's just keep going. No. No. Delirium. Alright. That's fine. Let's just get our first initial damage in with Sword Friend here. If we die, then we have extra life as this character as well, so that doesn't really matter too much. I mean, this works. I'm surprised that didn't hit me, but again, we have a lot of orbitals. We actually have a decent amount of defense against tears as this character, weirdly enough. It is still a lot. It's still a lot, admittedly, but certainly not impossible. And Bozo dropped a rainbow poop when we took damage, and as such healed us back to full health. That's actually kind of amazing. There we go. How's this not hitting me? Why are the tears going above me? I actually really don't know. Some of these tears are just flying over me from the look of things. I might just switch in a second here, although there is another red heart there. Another Bozo. Bozo's so good with red heart builds, as it turns out. Alright, flip. From this point on, we're just gonna do this. actually try to play the game. Use that strength card as well. Just gonna keep a nice distance for the most part. Use those C-section tears to attack the enemy. Use those mini orbitals to try and survive, and I think we should be good here. Also, flip is recharging, so if need be, we can just flip back, but it would put us in a really precarious situation. So I'd rather not. I'd rather just win. I'd rather just win, and that is what we did. Now, I actually didn't have that unlocked yet. I think I must have used it in a daily challenge then, because I do have memories of using flip, but I just got the achievement, so clearly I didn't have it yet. Either way, this is pretty good. There's a sun card there. I will just kill those last remaining 3 bosses, because if any of those is an R key, then I'm happy. It has been a while since we've seen an R key after all, except if you count Tainted Cain. I think that probably was the last time, and that was for obvious reasons. But if we could get an R key, then, I mean, we might as well just do Mother immediately afterwards, right? Would just be a really nice thing to get out of the way as well. Especially with these builds. Key beggar. One beggar away from the super bum transformation. That's pretty exciting. Why not have you just pick up a bunch of coins as well? Maybe you can drop a key and then the other beggar can pick that up. Or it's a speed up. I guess I might as well. I wasn't technically on max speed yet, so why not, I suppose. Should have blocked that attack with my sword attack, but I didn't, but it worked out, so it's fine. There we go. Gish. I kind of forgot that I don't really want to fight bosses as this form, but it doesn't really matter against Gish at the end of the day. Also, the door stop kept the door open, so I did have options there, I suppose. Let's just do that. Let's just get Polaroid. It's just a nice thing to have, isn't it? Is this the last boss already? Oh, that went really quick. I thought we still had a boss to go, but somehow I just sort of forgot that we already fought one of them. There we go. No R key, that's fine. Can't really complain given what happened in this run, so I will happily take that. A shame nonetheless, because an R key with this would be amazing, but, you know, you can't have them all. Quite frankly, I already got way more than I had anticipated originally, so quite frankly, not too bothered. Not too bothered at all. This is the kind of run you want with a character like this, and I'm okay with that. We have only Dark Room remaining in that path as well, which is kind of nice, because I do kind of like having that extra damage regardless. Polaroid didn't end up helping too much, but it helped a little bit during such and such, maybe. Who knows? Flip has appeared in the basement, and I am a very happy Isaac player that has gotten way more Lazarus progress in one run than I had expected. But I'm very happy. We only have... Dark Room and Mother left on Tainted Lazarus now because of that ridiculous run. That's wonderful. That's actually so good. Yeah, don't mind that. Don't mind that at all. Very happy about that. We are getting very close to just completing this character, and given that this character like a few months ago was just the worst to play with, really don't mind how it's going right now, and I really just want to use this good version of the character as much as I can. And so far we are. Either way, hope you all enjoyed it. Next time we play, we'll be doing another run with a different character, and I hope to see you all there. Bye-bye.